A lovely little village, currently being pounded to dust by artillery, in preparation for a large-scale attack. In the previous episode, the enemy has attacked towards us out from this village. We have managed to defeat their attack, but will we now be able to attack towards this village, to capture it, and to hold it, despite the enemy's fierce resistance? Let's find out together. Anything back there is mostly dead, if it was out in the open. The annoying thing is though, the enemy guns over there are still shooting. Okay, I need to be ready to retask my mortar. Mortar. I want a smoke screen. Where do I want that smoke screen? I think I might want that smoke screen towards the enemy units over there, maybe. Where can I put this? I can put a nice smoke screen actually directly in front of the village, but not anywhere else really. Because the observer there is not in a really good position. Okay, my unit here has advanced up towards the house and is taking up defensive positions now. But I think one of the enemy guns is engaging them, yes. To take these things out, I really do. They are a big problem. Can't be helped. If I let them live, they can absolutely wreck my units if they advance. Guns are scary dangerous. How do I do this? Smoke screen up here. And another smoke screen. Let me check. I could place another artillery strike onto the village to suppress the enemies inside the houses. Or I can try to... I don't have good coordinates for that strike. I do have good coordinates for this strike though. Yeah, the mortars are gonna place a smoke screen, the howitzers are gonna engage the village. We are gonna do it like that. You will fire high explosive, you will fire 10 per gun. You won't fire immediately, you will wait 5 minutes. Let's go. Mortar. Smoke screen, I want that to be... This is actually good. Smoke screen in between my units and the guns. That should provide enough protection. In 5 minutes, the smoke screen will start to drop. Smoke. Give me... How many shells of smoke do I want? 10 per gun, that's 60. 5 per gun should be enough. And... call it. It should give me enough protection that I can make a rush across the open. Will that work? We'll see. The enemy has more guns in the background. Those could still rip my units to shreds. So we'll have to see how this one plays out. But with a bit of luck, it's gonna work. Are my guns actually now in positions where they can maybe engage those pesky enemy guns? What about you? Can you maybe take out that little thing? Come on, do me a favor. You already have that as a target. You just aren't... Maybe they have trouble spotting it. That's a possibility, because I can't see anything else that would prevent them from actually engaging that thing. Right. Let's get the infantry units that will participate in the push ready. That will be the 7th company. Or will the 7th company hold? Let's see, 7th company has 30 men, 64 men. Alright. What about the 6th company? They have 20... Oh, they have taken quite a lot of losses already. Yeah, they have taken losses. These guys are fine. They can advance past the house and towards the village from this side. Okay, yeah, we'll do it with both companies. 2nd platoon is gonna advance, while 1st platoon provides covering fire from over here. And from the 7th company, 1st platoon is gonna advance from here, and 2nd platoon as well. They are gonna advance straight up. Let's get the 2nd platoon into jump-off positions. Let me see, attack. Get into positions. First platoon, you're holding. Up on the hill, the situation is completely under control. Actually, this machine gun is... These machine guns are going through ammunition. Yeah, they really are. Let's order them to conserve ammunition. Only shoot when you can actually hit the enemy. I could allow these guys over here to open up. They might catch out some enemies. No, there are really no enemies to catch out in the open on this side of the hill. I'm aware that there are enemy guns over there on that flank of the hill. That's a really good position for them to be in, to engage me as I advance towards the village, but it's just gonna be that way. Looks like we might have an incendiary strike coming down towards the house or something like that, and most of the guys in the squad are dead now. Shit. Retreat. Run back. Too exposed. Somebody else is retreating up here. That's fine. Very soon my artillery is starting to go. Not long now. 1.5 minutes. Until we can start to advance. More enemies retreating. I'm disappointed with my anti-tank guns this time. They really aren't doing anything useful. Where's your commander? Here. Maybe the commander is too hidden. Stand up. Take charge of your guns. Don't hide. Same with you. Take charge of your guns and direct their fire. Yeah, enemy spotted. I know, I know. Would be nice if you could target the guns. The enemy is trying to advance back towards the house again. Okay. The howitzers are now preparing their fire. That will certainly suppress the enemies inside the village. That looks like a 5 cm mortar hitting. That's fine. It's causing casualties. That's the important part. This enemy squad isn't gonna advance for long. Enemy machine gun somewhere in the village, but that's pretty much where my artillery is gonna rain down on them. Yeah. They're gonna have a bad time very soon. When I've taken the village, then I might accept the ceasefire, because then I will have fulfilled what I came to do. Okay, the mortars are getting ready for the smoke screen. I wish the howitzers would start to shoot sooner. They are still not prepared. Come on. Okay, the howitzers are starting to fire now. First salvo, landing. Yeah, and that's an immediate red flare going up. Having a bad time, are we? just great. Okay, second platoon here is forming up. Just waiting for the smoke shells now. We're gonna push them straight across the open. If the smoke screen is good enough, they are going across the open into the village. We are gonna have a really nice attack here. Meanwhile, the howitzers are suppressing the village. The smoke screen is still preparing. Okay, now the mortars are starting to fire. They might need a few rounds to zero in. A few rounds until the artillery observer corrects the fall of shot. First round is gonna come down here, more or less. Waiting for it. There is the first round. The observer has seen that round splash, and now the dispersion has been reduced. As you can see, it was 200 something, now it's 150. When the dispersion is low enough, he'll call in the full firing task. Then the mortars will just rapid fire. I think we are not waiting too long for that. Yeah, they are actually going, I think, the mortars. Good, guys. You will attack towards, you will assault towards the village. You will be using smoke. You are going fast, in one line, sparse formation, normal formation. Let's wait a little moment for the next smoke shell to hit. Oh yeah, let's go. Now's the time. Start to go. The full smoke barrage is gonna hit any moment. You guys. I'm waiting with you a little bit. I think the smoke screen will now be deployed. Yeah, the mortars are shooting faster now. Yes, they are. Okay. You start your advance. And I did say I want to bring the second platoon of the 6th company across as well. They will be attacking up the road. So you will first attack towards this position, and then you will assault towards the village. Here's my smoke screen. That worked well enough. The only problem with mortar rounds is that they do produce smoke, but the smoke doesn't last that long. So I have to be a bit careful with that. But for now, my men are advancing. They will also be throwing their own personal smoke grenades. So far, so good. Okay, let's take care of things. My artillery has stopped firing. Artillery shouldn't stop firing during an assault, so let's retarget them as fast as we can. I'll target the howitzers. Oh my god, their accuracy is terrible, possibly due to the smoke that's in the way. Better. Yeah, that's acceptable. High explosive. Give me... Oh, 5 per gun should be enough. Give me impact fuses. Immediate fire. Let's go. Mortars. At this point I want a mortar barrage on the backside of the village. Let's see what we can do. A mortar barrage down here to get at the retreating enemies. That's a good idea, and to just provide a bit suppression. The mortar shells will start to land within a minute, so I can actually use the mortars really well for a suppression strike on the enemy before my own guys move in. Let's do that. Like this. Give me 10 per gun, high explosive, immediate fire. Let's go. Just dump it all over the village. It's just for suppression. So sadly the big smoke screen has dissipated, but my men are now advancing across the open and they are throwing their own personal smoke grenades to cover their advance. So we are still having some smoke cover. However, the enemy gun is an issue. Well, thankfully it won't be too long before my shells start to land. That will suppress the enemy enough that we should be good. Isn't this an amazing view? And it will be even more amazing once the mortars start to land in the village. There they go. Did you see that, by the way? On the road, pretty much straight ahead, an enemy was shooting at my advancing guys and he's receiving so much fire right now. Immediate response. Immediate suppression. And it's really awesome to see how my men are throwing smoke grenades as they are advancing across the open. Sometimes I just enjoy, in silence, just watching this. You know? Just taking it all in. Because in some kind of way it is really damn pretty. That was not one of my shells that just produced this big plume of smoke. That was an incendiary shell fired by the enemies. My mortars are pounding the village. That should serve to suppress the enemies that are over there. Still, of course I'm going to take losses during this assault. I see that enemy guns are very obviously targeting my men. So that's gonna create problems. But we are still advancing well enough. Let's have a look, how is it going? This company, no losses really, so far. These guys, same. It's going well. We have a lot of enemies over there. So let's retarget if we can. Mortars. Target these men. Just put it across like this. High explosive. Yes. 10 per gun. Immediate. Fire away. the enemy guns over here are shooting, they have the potential to cause a lot of damage. But at this range it is difficult for them, and these are primarily anti-tank guns, not really field guns. So kind of okay with that. One unit is retreating over here. That's one of the units that was left behind as a covering force, I think. Or not. Not sure who it is, but it's okay. My men are advancing and we are advancing into the village. That's what counts. This artillery strike, please finally land and take out the damn enemy gun. Although it looks like maybe the crew is dead already. Still, the artillery strike landing here in this position will certainly do some damage to the enemies. So let's leave it in. Big advance into the village now. We're in front of the first houses. Now it's gonna be house-to-house fighting, grenade throwing, all that nice stuff. We have an enemy machine gunner here. Would be nice to see him dead, but he is actually running, so maybe just let him run. Key point taken. Yeah, Tyupchin is ours. We are pushing the last remaining enemies out as we speak. The howitzer shells are landing. Somebody is once again retreating. You back there, that's no worry. You though, you look like the commander of one of the... yeah. The infantry platoon commander is retreating, that's not good. Coward. I need these mortars coming in, they need to flatten all of that. But the howitzer shells, they are landing now, they should destroy the enemy gun. Yeah, that thing's gone. Ripped apart. That's it for the gun. Now if the mortar shells start to land as well, we can take out these guys over here. We are taking captives inside the village. Some enemies are surrendering. Yeah, you are wounded. No surprise that you are surrendering to us. Oh, there are Russians directly in front of us. Just down this little road. Just behind that little rise. One is running. Get him! I didn't see him. Hand-to-hand fighting. Yeah, awesome. We are getting them one by one. We are certainly pushing them out. There was a Russian running on the left. He's in those bushes. Soon hand grenades will start to fly back and forth. We are getting to the point where losses become unavoidable. Where did you get the machine gun from? Must have picked it up. Yep, there go the hand grenades. Oh, 2, why not? man, these two are cleaning up. Do you see him? There he is. Yeah, the MP40 gunner got him. They're fighting like animals. Yeah, they are. Of course they are. It's a fight for their survival. Okay. I think it's time that I take a good look at my men that have advanced here and make sure that they're in good defensive positions. These guys are still advancing, are they? Yeah. Okay, we are still advancing. So that unit is on the advance still. What about this unit? Same. They're advancing as well. What about... oh my god. You guys have taken a little bit... a few losses. One squad has been completely wiped out. I think that was the squad that actually advanced towards the house first and was then shelled by incendiary ammunition. But they are now pushing in. We are definitely pushing into the enemy. We are taking more captives, that's awesome. Desperate enemies are starting to surrender. Better than to be killed, I guess. I think we got it. The last few enemies will be pushed out of the village soon. I could... have a look, where's the enemy fire coming from? Still over here in the open, but so many are dead here. I think these guys are basically broken. They must be on the retreat. Let me call in a mortar barrage on Mishulin. We might have enemies over there, or not. Maybe no, maybe it's time to... wait. One of my guys surrendered? Don't? Who are you surrendering to? My machine guns are starting to run low on ammunition. It's a problem. And we have some enemies all the way up here. Look at this guy. Looks like an officer. I don't think he's gonna live for long. Not exposed in the road like this. Yeah, told you. Here comes the hand grenade. Dead. An enemy officer dead. That's good. That's really good. Okay. We are still pushing the enemy out of the village. Meter by meter. My question right now is, do I call in mortars on Mishulin here, on the farmstead, to make sure that there are no enemies inside of that? Do I have a target reference point for my howitzers? I do. Oh, isn't that lovely? Let's see. Howitzers. If I call you in here, you will arrive within 1.5 minutes. That's too slow. Mortars. You should be there much sooner. I'll have a sweet and short salvo landing on this little farmstead. Really peppering it with mortar ammunition. Arriving in 1 minute. Just a short salvo to suppress the enemy, then I will swing one squad around and capture that place. Just to make sure that no more enemies are back here. That could cause trouble. There's still hand grenades flying. Somebody's retreating. Oh, one of the truck drivers. Don't care. Don't care at all. We still have enemy contact here at these crossroads, where we killed a lot of them already. Don't run away, go get him. There are 2 enemies at the very least. I guess there are more inside Mishulin. So that's why the mortar strike is important. Let me now Where are you? You are there. You should ideally be these guys who do that. Damn, their platoon leader has actually surrendered. That's bad. You didn't take that many losses, did you? Well, yes, you did, actually. But okay, for now, I want you to attack this here. We have taken more captives. Excellent. There's the mortar strike on me shooting. That's gonna give the enemy something to think about. There's a leader here. Platoon leader. Gone. Killed by the now advancing man. And the enemy should be running. They have no chance here. The enemy guns over there can be a problem as we advance on the shooting, but I'm just gonna take that now. Take these losses if we take them. Just absorb them, because for me it's now more important to capture me shooting. To push the enemy, to make sure that the enemy is pushed away from Tubchin. My men are starting to run low on ammunition. This is really the end of the line for my men. Can't progress past this point. More captives taken. Some enemies are still trying to run back into the village. Maybe not knowing what's going on here and how many men I have. Still have enemies inside some of the houses apparently. Hand grenades are frequently flying back and forth, like over there, or here. Yeah, over there, hand grenades flying everywhere. More enemies, once again trying to get into me shooting, but they are in a hopeless situation. Enemy guns are becoming more aggressive. What can I do against them? Let's see. Do I maybe have a mortar that can target some of them? Not really. Unless I get him in another position. What about the howitzer? Not really. I could very easily move the spotter for the howitzers forward though. So let's do that. Let's get him into a position from where he can observe those guns. Like here. Here's good. You go here. Yeah. You'll go there. Do I want you to crawl? Nah, it'll be fine. Move. More captives taken inside the village, yeah. Whoever is left inside the village is either going to die very soon or is surrendering by this point. There's still enemies here. More than I thought there would be. Actually, there seems to be quite a bunch of enemies in this farmstead. So let's see if I can maybe get my mortars targeted on that. Yeah, that works. Let me place a salvo like this. And let's give it another go. Just dislodge those enemies. Make sure that they are not an issue. The spotter is advancing. Still no line of sight to the guns. At least not good enough. Taking a key point. Yeah, Mishudin is ours. Spotter is advancing. He's gonna be in position very soon. Actually, you know what? Move over there faster. Get a move on. It's a back and forth in Mishudin. The enemies still have a presence. And my men are taking losses, trying to get them out of there. A lot of losses. But it's now close range fighting, I can't call in more mortars to get rid of them. I'm really disappointed by my anti-tank guns in this battle. In this firefight they haven't done anything substantial. Maybe they were just too far away to really get a good line of sight to some of the enemies. So I didn't get the direct fire support that I would have appreciated. Okay, artillery strike coming down. Let me see, maybe if I push this gun out to here, it could start to engage those guns in the background. So let's try to do that. Let's get the gun to move here. Okay, I will send a unit forward. You guys, you are gonna establish yourselves in that house. Damn, the enemy guns are shooting and hitting units all the way back there. Mortar strike is coming in. Let's hope that it pushes the enemies out of this farmstead. The artillery spotter has arrived. Let's see if we can now target him. Ah, there it is. If we can now target him on these guns. Not really. Why though? Let's see what he can actually see. They're too far away, I fear. Look over here. Can you see this area? You can. But it's just too far away. That's the problem. Yeah, here it gets better. Could deploy him against this farmstead as well, but nah. 336.5 minutes, that's just too long. The man that I'm advancing towards the house will hopefully make sure that the enemy that seems to be running towards it has no chance to occupy it. Okay, my mortar strike is really hitting the farmstead over there now. That should put down the last enemies. It seems as if enemies are trying to advance into Tyupchin from the north. I think it might now be time to take that ceasefire. I have completed what I wanted to achieve. I don't feel like I will be able to achieve much more than this. Everything that follows now could just cost me a lot of men for no gain. Let's see. I could call in artillery on the northern edge of Tyupchin. Just make sure that the enemies really do get the message. Let's do that. And then I think we'll take the ceasefire. By then, this anti-tank gun will be in position. Maybe they will be able to hit something with it. I'm not sure. If they are, great. If not, doesn't matter. We did what we came here for. But this, the second platoon here, this is gonna be replaced. These guys are done. How many effective men does the platoon have now? 16. It's nothing. They are done. The battle is over for them. I'm gonna replace them with one of the reserve platoons. What was that explosion? Not sure. No, we have enemy artillery landing in our backyard. That's fine. I can do that all. I don't mind. Yeah, don't care. Yeah, not gonna hit much with that. Not without an artillery observer that has direct line of sight. Yeah, still rolling the gun into position. Okay. Now they need to roll it across uneven ground. That's gonna be an issue. A challenge. I'm sure they'll make it though. My men are running low on ammunition. That's my main problem right now. We're being shelled. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this artillery to arrive. Then we're calling it. Yeah, I'm taking captives, but I also have men What? What do you mean oh no, I've clicked on the wrong thing. Oh my god. Okay, some are now starting to retreat, yes. These guys as well. Yeah, it's time. Just waiting for the artillery. Then we are calling it quits. Of course I can send in more men. That's also a possibility. I still have this whole platoon. They have taken a lot of losses as well, and sending them across the open doesn't... No, let's not do that. That's not a smart idea. Okay, my artillery is finally about to arrive. I will have to exchange a lot of units after this battle. That's certain. The gun is almost in position. You know what? That's good enough. Deploy. See if you can target that thing in the background. Artillery landing. This should drive the point home with these enemies. Artillery landing close to you is not a fun experience. Come on. 10 rounds to go. How's the strike looking? The accuracy is now good enough that the whole battery should be shooting salvos, but the battery crews are most likely completely exhausted by this point. So the fire is slow. Here come the salvos. One more salvo and we are done. Let's accept the ceasefire. But before I do that, one quick look at my gun up here. So, how's it looking? Can you do something from here? Can you accomplish something? No? Okay, ceasefire accepted. Objectives achieved. Yes, some of my units took a lot of losses, but it's fine in the grand context of things. We captured Tyupchin, we captured Mishudin, and we have, I'm quite sure that we have killed a whole bunch of enemies. But we are now running really low on ammunition. Okay, yeah. My casualties 98, that's not a small number, but the enemy casualties 236, that's quite a big number. That is quite a big number. Let's have a quick look at the battlefield. How is the situation? Tyupchin and Mishudin are certainly mine. So we will be expanding our zone of control. We should. What was I facing? These men that I fought, what are they? 9th Cavalry Division, 72nd Cavalry Regiment, 1st Squadron. These guys are pretty beat up by now. Yeah, not many men remaining inside those squads. We have a battery of guns. The platoon commander is dead, but the guns are still okay. So the platoon commander was most likely killed by one of the artillery strikes. Regimental command. Regiment commander, dead. That's good, that's really good. The regimental commander for the 72nd Regiment is done. What else do we have? Still more men from that regiment. These units have been absolutely devastated. Many completely wiped out. More guns abandoned. Actually, my guns did hit. My guns did engage. Look at that. High explosive shells peppered this gun. It was abandoned then. The second one, it says that it can be repaired, but I don't think there's anybody left to repair it. One man survived, so this thing is not gonna get repaired. Also was hit by my guns. Nice. What else were we facing? Units from the 108th Cavalry Regiment. Same here, units have been depleted a lot. These numbers are very low for Soviet units. Some squads completely wiped out. What do we have here? They had engineers. Okay. Inside the village. And what is this? 108th Cavalry Regiment, 76mm gun battery command. The commander might have survived. 2nd Squadron. I think a lot of these units are also very depleted right now, but I don't have any additional intel. And another battery of guns that is still ready. Seems to have lost its commander though. He was deployed forward inside the village and died there. Quite a lot of enemies died in this village. And the village, as I said, a fight for a village mostly destroys the village, and this damage that we see here will be visible in battles to come. And that is one of the really awesome things about this game. Let's have another look at the numbers. So, control area 20%. That's good. In addition, we gained 20%. We lost 22% of our forces. The enemy lost more than half. That's good. That's very good. But we had many casualties. 42 killed. 20 heavily wounded, 36 missing. Might be guys that surrendered. 3 vehicles damaged. I wonder what that is about. Possibly machine guns. Alright. Good. Let's go back to the operation. After we take a quick look at the achievements here. Nice. Let's go back to the operation and see what the result for this battle actually was on the operational map. And there we go. What the hell? Aww. Why? I did not gain Tubchin. Why? Why did this not come into effect? Did we have to surrender the village again? Were my forces too few in comparison with the enemies around me? That's a possibility. Looks like I'll be fighting for that place again. The enemy attack is... They still have an attack plan, but I don't think it will happen. I think they will actually cancel this attack. I can't believe that they have enough forces left to mount an attack. But at the moment I don't have the force to counterattack either. My men are very low on ammunition. I need to bring in fresh guys before I can push again. Down here in the south will be our next battle. The enemy, with so far completely unknown units, is pushing north from the south into my guns. Haha. We have guns here. We have a lot of guns. We have 88s and we have 10.5 centimeter light field howitzers. Whole bunch of machine guns, mortars, etc. So they are gonna have a bad time down here. But that will be something for next time. For now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you have enjoyed today's battle where we fought for a village that we apparently didn't take in the end. Or will it be awarded to me at the end of the turn? No, I don't think so. It would be visible now if it had changed ownership. we might just have to fight for it again. For now, as I said, thank you very much. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think about this battle. I'm sure there are some things that I could have done better. But, I was relying more on those anti-tank guns that were on the ridge, and they really didn't do as much as I hoped they would. But well, I'm sure we'll do better next time. For now, once again, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.